Hi, it's Lana Real Estate Diva, and I welcome you to my house, okay? So I am live today on this Sunday, and what am I coming to you guys live for in my house right now, and why? I'm waiting for some of you guys to join because I would hope that more of us would be able to be in my living room with me to hear about what I'm trying to tell you. But I just have been reassessing myself, like I want to be held accountable this year in 2020, and I'm trying to help other people grow as well. So what am I doing? What do I need to do better? What is it hard to talk about? And what is my focus for the month of February? So it was supposed to happen in January, but that's my shortcomings, and I'm coming to you live and real, and it's Lana Real Estate Diva here in my living room to tell you that yes, budgeting and financial stuff is hard, and it's embarrassing, and nobody wants to talk about it, but look, it can be so much easier. There are things that are barriers to do this, right? To be able to be authentic and the real me, and to find out just how horrible I am at budgeting. What I tell other people to do, I'm not doing it myself. So for the month, for every time, not just for the month of February am I started budgeting. I'm just starting it to do what I'm supposed to do. And guess what? It was supposed to happen in January and it didn't, right? So here we are in February. I am now making sure that my business is up to date. It's up to date with my actual write-offs, my real live write-offs. It's up to date with what I'm bringing in, right? And what did that make me do? That made me look at myself. Ugh, it was horrible. I'm embarrassed. How many times that I've been eating out is ridiculous. I would tell you that I was doing so well last year, eating so much better. No, I was stopping on every corner, eating everything out of sight because why? My bank account was telling me so. You learn a lot about yourself. Now I'm being more intentional about not eating out, not drinking, not spending money on things that don't make sense, right? So what is it about February that changed me? I decided that I have to be better in budgeting. It's something I hate to do. I don't want to look. As long as it goes through, the payment is there, that's all I want to know. But that's not how we need to live our life. We need to live our life where we assess ourselves and find out how do we budget better. And then when we budget better, we can set goals. And then we can hit the goals. You can't hit the goals if you don't budget, right? So what is my big tip for you guys right now on Sunday in my living room? It is that you need to go through your bank account and find out all the frivolous money that you spend. You don't understand what frivolous money that you spend. And I already told you, I realize that I stop and eat out and hang out in everybody's happy hour. No, I'm sorry, not even happy hour. I hang out in everybody's fun location every night of the week, whether I'm there by myself or with someone else, and that has to stop. I know how to cook. I know how to make my lunch. I can do that, right? And how much money is that going to save me to then be able to put that aside to have for what my goals are? So the thing I also found out on my on my bank statement is all of these fees of things that I signed up for that either I forgot to cancel or things that automatically went on and nobody even told me they were giving me a monthly subscription. Super wild and crazy. I don't understand. Half of it was maybe my fault, but the other half was not. You really have to read the fine print when we're signing up for things. Free things are not free. I had over $250 of regular charges coming out of my account monthly that I got reimbursed to myself, and was not even thinking that I would get reimbursed. All I was trying to do was to cancel the payments, right? Not have these payments on my anymore. But when I called, I found out that a lot of the times I never even signed up for these things. And they were saying, oh, they were given to you because you have used Amazon Prime. They were given to you because you did your payments 12 months on time. They were given to you because you bought your computer at Best Buy. What? Why? Why was I getting monthly fees for Audible when I bought one book on free Amazon coins? I didn't even buy it. I had a free coins to buy the book. And then I bought it with my free Amazon Prime. And what they did is they set a regular payment to come out of my account. $14.95 for 10 months. I didn't ever check. So my month for February is to love yourself. And if you love yourself, then you are going to love your budget. That's it. Your everyday spending is part of you, and you have to love all of you. So you need to focus on what can you do better in your budgeting. And if you're trying to buy a house, which I can help you with, then you will be able to do that by these little nuggets of information from me to just go through your monthly statement and find out where you're spending way too much money. And when you just take off one $14.95 charge, and then you find another $20 charge monthly and things that you did use but no longer. I had one thing on mine. It was an app that's not even around anymore, and I was still paying $12.95. But what? I don't check myself because I don't really want to know. I just want to have the money to pay the bills. We can't live like that. You have to focus on what you have and spend the right amount of money and save the right amount of money. And then you can, oh, someone sent me a message. What did they say? Oh, yes, love yourself. Oh my gosh. Hey, Yolanda. Hi. Okay, yes. So she's going to love herself more. She's going to save, and she knows I held her accountable. I haven't been on her. I wasn't on her in January. I was on her in November because she is ready to buy a house, and she needs to save herself from herself and stop paying a landlord. And love herself and start putting money aside, because it's all of you. It's all of you. Our budgets and what we don't want to budget is all encompassed, right? Everything encompasses what we do on a daily is us. And I was preaching about what you need to do and wasn't doing it myself. I have proof, and I'm not going to show you all of it, but I've told you some of the apps that I was paying for. $250, $63, something like that, of extra charges on my account. Do you know what I can do with $200 if I save that every month? I clearly wasn't missing it. Clearly I wasn't missing it because 10 months it was coming out of my account. So if I'm not missing that, let me put that aside. How much is that going to be in 10 months from now that I'm saving? If I put that in an account, all the extra money that I was spending frivolously, then that money is going to go to a goal, what my goals are, which we had a vision boarding party and we assessed what those goals were, right? And then what you have to do, once you hit the goal, you have to make another goal. You can't just be like, I hit it and now I'm done. That's what also I did. I had great credit, bought my place in 2005, and then I was like, I don't need it. Got a car. Got the car, no problem. But now I'm like, oh, got the car, got the house. I don't really care. That's not how we need to live. You don't know what you might need that's going to involve credit. Even jobs these days are checking people's credits. I mean, now do I agree? I don't know if I agree, but they are. And you can get lower interest rate for your house if your credit score is higher. You also have access to more options, right? So I used myself as the example. I'm the dummy who was paying over $200 and some of nothing. But let me tell you. So yes, thank you, Yolanda. Our hashtag for everyone should be love yourself this month. And when you love yourself, you love all of yourself. So you check your bank account, you start to save, you don't eat out every day. I think I was just going places to look at them. That was honestly true to find event places. But guess what I didn't have to do? I didn't have to sit down and have an appetizer and a drink at every restaurant in the city of Chicago. That's what I was seeing repetitively on my bank account, and the ones that shouldn't have been there in the first place. Okay, guys, so that's my big tip. Now, for my event for the month on the 29th, this is coming to you guys first. It's a limited seating, and it is a couple that got themselves out of $125,000 of debt on their own without credit companies to help them. They were able to take tools of their own, and they're going to tell you the pitfalls and the accomplishments that they did along this journey. And we're going to have them in person in a secret location in South Loop. And no, it's not my church. It's not my church location. So it's another secret location in South Loop. And it will be a couple, because it's the month of love, love yourself. And how did they build? How did they get themselves out of that type of debt? They're going to have that conversation. And it is going to be only, I think we only can have about 30 guests, right? So we will be having an event on the 29th, Love Yourself, Love Others, in this month. And I'm recapping for those that just joined. This has been about love yourself. And if you love yourself, then everything goes into an encompassed circle. You have to love your budget, and you have to budget, and you have to communicate about your budget, and you have to be honest about your budget, and you have to stick to your budget and be consistent. And guess what? All of those things we also need to be in a relationship. So you have a relationship with your budget for this month. Those are things that you need to have when you're in a relationship of whatever you want to be in. Those are what you need. Consistency. You need to check it. You need to make sure you're being authentic. You need to make sure that you are being honest with yourself. You need to make sure that you are not like me, paying for apps that I did not even know I had, reoccurring charges for vitamins. I had vitamins that were getting charged to me that I was a trial. I didn't even know I was paying for them. Over $250 some of reoccurring monthly fees on my bill. I now can take $250 and put that aside, because clearly I was not missing it, and save that for what my goal is. So that's this month. And my event recap is that the 29th of February, I have an event in a secret location in South Loop. It is going to be about how a couple became debt-free, $125,000 of debt, and they became debt-free without paying for a company to help them. They did it themselves, and you can too. We will see how long it took, the pitfalls, the ups and the downs of that. So there will be a link coming out soon regarding the event that I'm having about becoming debt-free, $125,000 of debt-free, an actual real couple that's here in Chicago that has a podcast as well. They will be at my secret location, and we have limited numbers of seating. So we will have to have you come in my inbox, send me your email, and then you'll get on the list for that. And you must register, and then you must attend. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.